Hey, I just wanted to give you some tips, tricks, and instructions on how to use the Paycheck Budget tab. So, the first step you want to do here is choose your starting month. So, you click into the drop down and choose the month that you're in. So, let's say we're working in February. The next step is moving over to the summary portion and choosing your starting date. So, you want to double click into the cell and choose a date in February that you're starting this budget. So, let's say it's February 15th that you want to start this budget. As you can see, there's some cells that are highlighted in the light gray color, and this just means you don't need to input any information there. So let's focus on white cells like the carryover balance. So for the carryover balance, this is any money that was left over from the month prior that you want to work into this month's budget. So let's say in January we had $300 left over. So we'll add that in there. And scrolling down a bit, you can see we have the summary of your total income, total bills, expenses, and savings. We also have a reading of your balance overview for all those categories and a paycheck split. So this lets you know exactly how much of your bills and expenses are being spent for paycheck 1 or paycheck 2. Now, going down to the details, let's input some information and see our charts update. So for income, let's say in the first half of our income we get on the 16th and we get $1,000. Now in the second portion we get on the 29th and we get another $1,000. So you're going to see all of our charts begin to update. Now for bills, let's say for paycheck 1 the rent is due, and the rent's going to be due on the 16th. So let's add that in here. Let's say your rent is $500. So you begin to see the total bill for paycheck 1 is updating as well. Now down for paycheck 2, let's say the electric is due. And that's going to be due on the 21st, for example. And that's going to be $180. So you can see that the total bills begins to update, the percent of income spent between the categories updates, the paycheck split begins to update, and the balance overview. So everything updates as you begin to add in items below the details. So the same goes for expenses. Let's say you have all of your streaming. Those come out on the 23rd, and that's $160. So you'll begin to see the expenses update. And let's say the dog groomer is a part of expense on the second half of your expenses. So let's say that's on the 24th, and that's $100. So you can see as you update these accounts here, your budget begins to update, and it will allow you to get a very accurate reading of exactly your debts, your bills by paycheck, and your income, and it'll break down where your money goes in terms of percentages. It'll give you a reading of your balance, a reading of your bills and expenses by paycheck, and it'll also tell you how much is left to spend after you pay all your bills, all your expenses, and your debts, and you put money away to the side for savings. So I hope this helped, but please reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks.